Hello everybody and welcome back to No Man's Sky. Cobalt Dale here, and I'm glad you guys tuned back in. Before we kick everything off, don't you guys want to hit that like button? And if you're not subscribed to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. This way you're notified every time I kick out a new episode. It's been a little bit since I made my last episode. I did start my live streaming. I hope you guys catch me every Tuesday evening, 6:30 Central, United States. And you can catch me playing a live playthrough series that I started over there on that. But we're doing a survival playthrough series here. And in the last episode, we were doing some jobs for our, let's see, where is it? Our agricultural specialist. Our agricultural specialist wants us to plant some plants for him. So we've been out gathering materials up for that. We did a little bit of work on our ship. I did that off camera, so you guys didn't have to see me farming some materials and supplies that we need for our base. We got ourselves a little grow room going over there where we got some hydroponics trays and things like that. So we've got our scientists that we need to complete some missions with so we can get some circuit boards for our overseer, Captain Tennant. We still got a couple missions to do for Captain Gall, our weapons specialist, but we need to get a few things done with our agricultural specialist first. This way we can get some technology built for our scientists. So everything is connected together and everything depends and mostly relies on our agricultural specialists to help us build the components and the supplies and materials that we need in order to do the other things for the other people. But in the last episode, we got ourselves some gut rot flower planted. We got ourselves some frostwort planted and gave that to our agricultural specialist, the farmer, I should say. And then he wanted us to plant some fungal mold. And we had to go and pick up some of that from a toxic planet. And in our inventory, we have some extra fungal mold and we have some ammonia that we planted it with. So we're going to turn around. We're going to give the fungal mold that our farmer requires. We're going to hand that back to him. And then he's going to give us another plant to move on with. Hopefully we can get all the plants in this episode completed. And then once we do that, then we'll kick off with the scientist and the weapons specialist. And then hopefully we can go back to our overseer and he will allow us to hire some more staff. So let's get with it. You guys kick back, relax, grab your drinks, grab your snacks, kick your feet up, and let's get on the way. Ah, you are finished then. Let me see those fungal clusters of yours. It has been such a long time. So here you go, you give him the 50 fungal mold, and he's happy with that. You learn quickly, traveler. Now that you have mastered some of the more dangerous flora, let us go one step further. Now he wants us to plant gamma weed. So we have to go to a radioactive planet to get gamma root and uranium in order to plant gamma weed here in our hydroponics trays in our base. The Gek lost our homes, our cities, our identity in the last great war, traveler. World upon world bombarded by atomic strike. All that grows on the worlds of old are warped things, deadly to the touch, screaming with the memory of what they once were. One such crop is gamma weed. We shall cultivate it here. Let us leave the fighting to others, friend. We shall grow things instead. Work Gek Yex wishes for me to cultivate gamma weed using the hydroponics tray. I await the results with anticipation, traveler. Now, please forgive me. I have not been able to sleep recently. I must get some rest. Okay, since we got that, let's go over to our storage boxes and we will look to see if we have any uranium and gamma weed. I don't see any uranium in here. I may have moved it to a different storage box. Let's check that out. I tried to rearrange a few things. Yep, there's our gamma weed. We got 100 gamma weed and 450 uranium. So we'll take that and then we'll transfer the fungal mold and the ammonia into our storage box. See, we got a few more plants and things we can do. So we're kind of ahead of the game. And we're working on, whoops, walked into a wall. Let's hit that save beacon. This way we got that part of the quest completed. Oh, one other thing, as we were off camera and I was doing a little farming for materials and resources, I went and took a new photo of our base so I could upload it. And what had happened is the computer base archives, let's see, the base computer archives right here gave us an update. And what that update did, let me show you, is it gave us a new technology, and that is called the neural stimulator. We need to install that technology, and yeah, we can use that. And that'll help us with our jetpack tanks, our sprint distance, recharge rate, and a sprint recovery time. So I will show you a little trick here as soon as we get this installed. So we'll install that. We'll put the chromatic metal in there and the condensed carbon. Oof, that takes a lot of condensed carbon to put that in there. Now we have an A-class module upgrade in it. So if we take that and move that over, we've got this supercharged slot. Take your neural stimulator and put that in the supercharged slot. Look at the stats on it right now. It's got 25 jetpack tanks, sprint distance of 10%, recharge rate of 11%, and a sprint recovery time of 40%. Now let's put that in the supercharged slot and watch what it does. Look at that. It increased it by like 10% on everything except for the sprint recovery time, which says 75%. Now it says 75%. It was at 45. So that's 30% on that. So that's a lot better. And then we can take our A-class module and move it over here. So it gives that adjacency bonus to all three of them. So now we got that, and it's given us a little bit better jetpacks. So we got that piece of technology installed. Let's get that out of the way. There we go. Now the base computer archives are ready to go again. But what we're working on is the agricultural research, our farming. So that's what we're going to stick to, is that farming right now. What we need to do is plant some gamma weed. So we're going to go into our build menu, and we've already got the gamma root and the uranium. Otherwise, we'd have to fly to a radioactive planet. It's a good thing we pick up those supplies from traders at trade outposts now. There we go. We got that planted. That should tell the farmer that we can come over here and turn in our gamma root that we have extra in our inventory. Since we got 50, that's probably what he'll require, so we'll give that to him. Are the gamma weed cuttings ready? They require delicate care in spite of their chaotic origins, or perhaps because of them. Who knows? Show me your success. Yep, see, he requires 50 gamma root, so we'll give him that. Ah, I will be able to make such fine dishes with this plant. It is a pity that you are unable to gorge on this radioactive treasure, traveler. But perhaps I may offer an alternative. We will sate your hunger with beauty rather than food. Okay, so we got blueprints for Gravitino hosts, Venom Urchin, and Albium Pearl orbs. Cool. We shall cultivate a crop of Gravitino hosts. I will be able to tell you the history of this flora, should you wish it. My stories and theories seem to bore the other Gek, friend. I suppose I am closest to the Korvax in my wish to study, but even then, those machines lack all sense of surprise, all passionate wonder. I must confess that I frequently feel lonely. Work Yex wishes for me to use the hydroponics tray to grow Gravitino hosts. Many believe the Gravitino hosts cannot be cultivated through artificial means, but I know they are wrong, friend. You will reap the benefits of my experimentation. Cool, so what we need to do is plant some Gravitino host plants. So we need to go into our build menu again, and look, it takes chromatic metal, silver, and magnetized ferrite to plant one of these plants, and we don't have any silver or magnetized ferrite. So let's go into our inventory. Let's check our starship. We need to get that chromatic metal over into our exosuit, so we'll put that over there. We only need one stack of it, so we'll take that, put that back in the starship, so we have a little bit left there. There we go. We'll take this, we'll throw that in our storage box. Whoops, I shouldn't have put it there. All right, let's go back over to our storage boxes and we'll take a look at that and see if we got some silver and some magnetized ferrite. So by the looks of it, we got ourselves some magnetized ferrite. So we're going to cut that stack in half. We'll put that in our inventory. We'll take this uranium. We're going to move that to the other box. And then we need some silver. We got 212 silver. Oh man, that's quite a bit. We don't have any gravitino balls in here. Let's see if we've got any in our starship. No, we don't. We don't have any in our exocraft. And oh, we do have 2 in our freighter that we've been saving. So we could take a trip to our freighter and come back with that. But we do need to plant a plant first. So let's get with the planting the plant. We're going to plant that back over here in this corner. So we'll get that done and going. And it takes quite a while for these things to grow. So there we go. We got one planted. Let's see how long it takes. See over there on the left-hand side, it takes 2 hours to grow a gravitino ball. And it takes, what's it take for gamma root? 4 hours. And our fungal mold takes 3 hours. So we're doing pretty good so far. So let's take this. We're going to take these materials back and we're going to put them back in the box because we don't truly need them in our inventory right now. So we'll take that silver, throw that in there, and the magnetized ferrite back in there. There we go. And then we'll come over here and put the uranium in because we'll keep all our plants and stuff like that. And in this one. And what else do we have? We have a pulse engine module. We can install that into our fighter now since we have a little bit of extra room because I did some work on the fighter and got a few extra slots. We even got ourselves a supercharged slot. I wanted to save that so you guys could see that. Now we got our shields, our weapons. Our weapons are supercharged. And that's it. We only got 2 supercharged slots with a B class. If we had an A class, we'd have 3. And with an S class, you have 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to move our shields over here and plop these down over in this area. There we go. We're going to take our pulse engine. We're going to move that over and put that in our supercharged slot. Now watch our maneuverability on the right side. It says 442. Now it's 548. That means it's going to move faster and better. We got more maneuverability and it uses less fuel. So we did pretty good on that. We'll move this over here. This is our little emerald starship trail. So we have a nice green trail. We've got photon cannons installed. We have enough room now to install either the infra knife or we could install a conflict scanner, which we need walker brains. We do have a couple of those, but they're stored in a storage box and we'll have to come to those later. But for now, I think we're good right where we're at. Since we got our pulse drive upgraded and we got that pulse drive S-class module in there, we should be good with that. Wait, that's right. We still have another S-class module. So let's install that as well. So look on the right side there. It says maneuverability 571. That's 617. Let's pick it up and move it next to the other one. 658. So you see how that is. Now, if we had a third one and put it right here, then all 3 of them would be adjacent to each other and they give each other a bigger boost. So that's pretty good. So our ship is doing all right. We got a little bit of extra storage. We got a little bit of extra technology slots. So we're doing pretty good. I like this ship. This will keep us going for a little while. Hopefully we don't get attacked by any Sentinels or anything like that, or pirates. So that'll keep us going. Let's go. We'll hit the save beacon here. And we're going to turn around and we're going to take off and go to our freighter. We're going to pick up the 2 gravitino balls that we have on our freighter. I'll see you guys there. All right, we made it to our freighter. Let's go check out our freighter. We haven't been here in a little bit, so I'll give you guys a little refresh. We've got ourselves a stellar extractor, which extracts, look there, it gives us chromatic metal. We'll take that and we'll put that in our starship. Since we're sitting in this system and it's a yellow star, it gives us chromatic metal. If you look back in here, we get sulfurin, which comes from I believe green stars. Radon comes from blue stars, and nitrogen comes from red stars. I do believe, don't quote me on that, I could be confused and have it a little bit backwards, but each different star has a different type of material that it kicks out. But as long as we're sitting here with our freighter and we're playing, every 2 minutes it gives us one chromatic metal, for instance. So in a couple minutes we'll get one, and we'll have that up here in our inventory. So, oh, there it is. I knew it was there somewhere. Let me get back in here. Okay, as you see, processed metal alloy created in a refiner from the stellar metals copper, cadmium, emerald, and indium. The rarer the stellar material, the more chromatic metal it will produce. This valuable metal is used in the creation of many advanced technologies. So let's see here. Chromatic metal comes from yellow stars, cadmium, which is your red stars, and your emerald gives you the radon, I believe, but each star system gives you that. So you guys got a little bit of idea of that. We got a refiner in here, a large refiner, so we could refine materials like ferrite, pure ferrite, that kind of stuff. That'll take a couple minutes. We're not going to do that. So we're going to come back here and we're going to take a look and see what else we got. We got ourselves an exocraft material summoner right here, so we can summon exocraft from any solar system with our starship. There's our exocraft specialist that we're not ready for him yet until our overseer gives us information otherwise. We got a door to go outside. We could put catwalks and that kind of stuff in. We got a couple of fleet command rooms so we could send our frigates out. And here shortly, we will be gathering up on frigates. This way we can start doing frigate missions and start getting some free materials. We got our teleport room, and we've got ourselves a galactic trade terminal in our freighter as well. So we can buy things from this solar system. Look, there's some magnetized ferrite. We'll buy that. Why not? We can buy launch fuel. Gold is at a cheap price. So we usually get what's in the space station, we will get here at our galactic trade terminal for every solar system that we fly into. Just so you guys are aware of that. All right, and then back here, we got ourselves all our storage containers, and we got a little bit of extra room. I placed in this orbital summoner for our exocraft back here because I wanted to take this one out up here and put something different in its place. So I wanted you guys to see what was going on, because they've got little decorations in this room. That's the only reason I haven't taken it out. So I'll just leave it there until we're ready to build more onto our freighter. But for now, let's take off. Whoops, I forgot. The main reason we came here is to get the Gravitino balls. So we'll take those. We'll put those in our exosuit. We've got a mind control device. That's for our frigates when we send those out. We still need to build a couple of pieces of technology in our freighter as well. One of the most important things that we need to build is this matter beam teleporter. And we've got enough materials except for the magnetic resonators that we need to make, and we can install this piece of technology. And what this does is we can be anywhere in the galaxy, and we could take stuff from the freighter and put it in our inventory, and we could take stuff from our inventory and put it into the freighter cargo space. So we're going to install this piece of technology. I got enough materials together so we could make the antimatter. So I made a bunch of those and picked up quite a few wiring looms along the way by destroying like A-class upgrades and things like that, by installing them and then destroying them, and then they will give you those wiring looms back. So let's install that. That's very important. Now we need to get some magnetic resonators. Magnetic resonators. Ooh. Let's see, where do we have those? We don't have those to make, from what I see. We don't have that blueprint yet, so we have to go to the space station and buy those. So we'll wait with that. Let's hurry up. Whoops, changed our quest. So let's get back to the agricultural specialist and we'll give him the Gravitino balls. Wait, let's see. Just a curiosity here. Let's check and see if we have them here. No, we don't. We don't have them in the Galactic Trade Terminal. So we have to go to a space station to buy those or a miner settlement. So let's get back to our agricultural specialist at our base and see if they have any there. If not, we're going to the space station. So I'll see you back at the base. Fantastic. We made it back to the base. Let's hit that save beacon. We've got... Let's go to the agricultural specialist. Like I said, stay on track, Dale. You're unfocused. Okay, let's talk to Yex. I know that sound anywhere. You can carry Gravitino balls, do you not? Excuse me, that was... You carry Gravitino balls, do you not? Here you go. Here's a Gravitino ball, Yex. Ah, it is like greeting an old friend. Let me see them. Truly wondrous work, traveler. Echinaceous cactus and Chino cactus is what they're called. I call them echinaceous cactus. I don't know why, but I do. So we need to grow some cactuses now in our base. And those come from desert planets. Now, I think we have some cactus flesh and pyrite, so we'll grow that. We'll plant one and then we'll give them the cactus for it. We have seen so much life in frost and heat, nuclear winter and toxic wastelands. You should know by now that no world is truly barren, friend, even if there seem to be few signs of life. Take the echinaceous, for example. They are found on otherwise barren worlds, waiting for their moment to thrive. Just think of what they will become in this superior environment. Workek wishes for me to cultivate echinaceous, a plant that usually grows on barren worlds. I look forward to the results, friend. Okay, so what we need to do is go back to our storage box. We're going to get this out of the way. We're going to try and get these plants all out of the way. We'll go back in here. Now we got a Gravitino ball. We'll throw that back in here. Let's see. Now we got some cactus flesh. Put that in our inventory and pyrite. That's what it takes to grow one of those cacti. So let's do that. Whoops, I keep running for the wrong door. Hit the save beacon. Let's get back in here. We need to plant the cactus, so we will plant that. Whoops, there it is. Right there in the back. Bloop. There we go. Now, all we got to do is plant one and have enough cacti in our inventory in order for us to turn in the mission to the farmer again. The echinaceous must have bloomed by now. Is it ready, friend? Can I see it? He wants 100 cactus flesh, so make sure you've got at least 150 cactus flesh in order to do this part of the quest line. I only have 2 plants left to show you. Your training is almost complete, friend. I'm so proud. Now he wants us to grow star bramble, and that comes from paradise planets or verdant planets, which are usually calm, pretty decent planets. So we got to go get 50 star bulb and 25 paraffinium. So we'll get that done. I want to share something with you, something beautiful beyond compare. Star bulbs are grown from the rarest star brambles, found on lush worlds, unspoiled by war or death. This is why I wanted to become a farmer, to tend to such sublimity. Workek wishes for me to use the hydroponics tray to grow star brambles. Excellent! I must go and speak to the overseer. Apparently they are unhappy with my performance. Perhaps this crop will change their mind. So let's go back to our storage box. Hopefully we got this. If we don't, then we're going to have to go find a lush world to dig our stuff up from. We do not have any. So let's throw our pyrite and our cactus flesh back in the box. Let's see if we have any paraffinium. I hope we picked some up. Yes, we picked some paraffinium up, but we don't have any star bramble. So what we need to do is go find a lush planet. we'll go into our discoveries here and we'll take a look. Let's back out. What do we discover in this area? We got a toxic planet and an icebound planet. We got 4 other planetoids in this system. So we're going to hit the save beacon and then we're going to go into space with our starship and we're going to check out and see if we've got a verdant or a lush world, a paradise planet in this solar system. If we don't, we will fly back to our brain fart in progress, please stand by, to our freighter, and then we will check out from our freighter different solar systems to find a verdant planet. So I'll see you guys up in space. All right, here we are. Now we're up in space. Let's take a look at a few of these planets and see if we got a verdant planet in this solar system. It'd be nice. Look at there. The first planet we scan is a bountiful planet. So let's fly to that planet and I will see you guys over there in just a second. All right, here we are. We're coming into the atmosphere now. Let's see what we got. This is a nice purple planet. Look at this. What do we got over here? Oh, there's a Sentinel depot. We don't want to mess with that right now. But we do have a pretty nice weapon we can fight them off with. I thought I saw a building over here somewhere. Let's go check it out and see what we got here. Maybe get ourselves a free landing pad. What is this? This is an abandoned building. No landing pad here. I try to look for free landing pads wherever I go. Let's find the cardinal direction. There we go. And we'll head in this direction. Looking for buildings. Okay, that one whoops, what was that? Something popped up on the radar right there. That was a little crazy. Let's fly over here and see what this is, this building. Maybe we can get something decent. Oh yeah, that's what that was. All right. Do another little scan, slow down. There we go. There's another building. I don't see it. No free landing pad. We're going to end up having to land on the planet. So what I want to do is look around. You see this right here? Here's our star bramble growing right here. These big white flowery planets on the planet surface. That's what we want. We want to pick up a bunch of those. So we're going to take off. We're going to land right here. And we'll get out. We'll collect a few of those. This is a pretty nice planet. Got nice big oceans. Cool. Look at there, the Sentinels, they're very, very strict on this planet. But now we can get out, we could start scanning to make some more money. Looks like there's plenty of creatures here, so let's see what they're worth. That didn't work so well. Let's see another one. There's one over there. Let's see what he's worth. Look at there, 276,000. That's nice. There's a Sentinel pillar right over there. How is that even possible, boys and girls? Oh, you know what we're doing. Hold on a second. Now, that's a major distraction. We have to go check that out. See what we can get. We can get a multi-tool from the from that Sentinel pillar. But let's pick up. This is the main reason we came here, is to get these star brambles. As long as we have our hazardous gauntlets, our hazmat gauntlets installed, we can pick star brambles straight from the planet, just like this. So we need to pick all of these. This way, we have enough to plant in our hydroponics tray back at our base and have enough to turn into the farmer and complete the quest line. We got plenty of plants and things like that around here to scan too, as we're monkeying around looking for stuff. But we're gonna go check out that Sentinel pillar. That's a mandatory thing. Let's scan some rocks. What are the rocks worth? 40 grand. Plants are worth like 40 to 60 grand as well. So let's hop over there. While we're here, let's do a little exploring. I did pick up quite a bit of technology modules as well. So we can go back to the space anomaly and get some more building parts. Uh-oh. I wonder if this is a hostile creature right here. Nope, he's not attacking us. Usually these two-legged Tyrannosaurus Rex looking creatures are hostile. They'll usually attack you on sight. Oh, there's a word pillar. We could pick up a couple words while we're here too. Always hit them loot boxes whenever you run across them, because you never know what you're going to get or what you need. There we go. We learned the Korvac's word for will. Yep, see, there's a predator. And look at this. I forgot about this, boys and girls. Let's go into our inventory, or our log. And look, we can exterminate creatures. We've got 1, 2, 3 there. 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 missions from the mission giver to hunt creatures. So we got a lot of creatures on this planet, which is nice. So we can make a little bit of extra standing with the guilds. Let's keep picking up our little technology modules. But if we get over to this Sentinel pillar, we can shut off all the Sentinels to the planet, which is nice. So let's come over here. Now each one of these Sentinel pillars has 3 of these control nodes. If you shoot these, you'll get Sentinel glass. But be aware, there are Sentinels here. There's one flying around here, and then there's the robot, the mech one, that's walking around here somewhere. I don't know where he's at. But if you start shooting that thing, he will definitely appear and you will see him. Where is he? I know he's around here. There is a Sentinel mech here. Just be aware of that. What I like to do is come up to the control panel first. Nobody will attack you. Let's go in and see what it says. Warning, boundary node exposed. Boundary archive status vulnerable. Let's access the logs. Access log. Imposter detected. Override code 4R1ADN3. Manifesting personality protocol. Voice of the Hive. The day we first gained flesh, metal though it was the day we began to fail. The Atlas turned its dreams towards fiction. It began to create worlds in which it would no longer be invisible. In these worlds, we too gained shape, but we were given no new protocols, no new instructions. Let's return to the main controls. Warning, boundary node exposed. Boundary archive status vulnerable. Now you can go into the weapons technology and check that out. And look, there's a C-class multi-tool. Now we have a multi-tool, which is an A-class, but sometimes this will give you an A-class. Sometimes this will give you a royal multi-tool, which are very awesome. They're very, very rare. You hardly ever find them, but you can get anywhere up to an S-class multi-tool from a Sentinel pillar if you do it right. I like to look at the technologies that are installed in it, and if there are any good ones, then I'll collect it. But since this is a C-class multi-tool, we really don't need it, and it's going to cost us materials to fix it. We can fix it along the way if we so choose, but I don't want to waste the time or the materials on it. If you guys need that C-class weapon, here is one at the Sentinel pillar. Okay. Warning, boundary node exposed. Archive status vulnerable. Let's shut down the Sentinel forces, and that will shut down all the Sentinels on this planet. Localized control routines untrusted. Immediate shutdown required. Planetary Sentinels are disabled. Warning, boundary node exposed. Basically, it just tells us all that, and we can log off now. Once we log off, as you see up there in the top right corner, it says Sentinels are disabled. At this point, you can pull out your weapon and shoot these pillar nodes, right? And that'll give you nanites or pugnium or something like that. Your Sentinel glass, your salvage glass. That's what these things are for. So you take those 3 out and that'll kind of like neutralize the threat in the area. But if you look, since we took out that pillar and we took off all the Sentinels, look, it kills all the Sentinels on the planet. So anywhere you go and there was a Sentinel around, it will give you the little barrels for it. I don't see the mech. The mech was around here somewhere. But what we want to do, this is why I shut it off, is so we could hunt little creatures. Come here. Don't you run off from me now. Oh. That's a fast little critter right there, let me tell you. Woo. I can't get that guy. Look at this. Look out, look out, look out. I got him. This takes a lot of work, boys, girls, and we need to hunt a bunch of creatures. Hopefully they're not too close to you, because if they're close to you, they'll take off running. Let's get this one. Here we go. Uh-oh. We've got no room. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we'll get rid of the meaty chunks and the mordite so we can make a little bit of room. Take care of him. And take care of him. Let's take care of these guys. Not too concerned about our inventory being full. What we're more concerned about is getting these creatures. There we go. If you use your plasma stun gun, it'll stun the creatures so they won't move. So you can use your stun gun on those guys. There we go. Let's get back to our starship, or close to it. Because then we can unload our inventory a little bit. And now we can go hunt some more creatures and make some more money. We got to finish all these little missions, these little quests. So let's take this and we'll start chucking this into our starship here. So we got a little bit of room. There we go. That should be enough, huh? Okay, make sure our weapon's loaded. Make sure we got some bullets in our inventory. We got plenty of bullets. Make a little bit more. Where did that, where are they going? They just keep disappearing. Oh, they're falling down in a hole. I see what's going on here. All right. Oh, wow. Look how many there are over there. Let's get over this way. I was close. I didn't think I was that. Wow. Look at this. They're everywhere. Come on. Boy, these guys move fast, these big ones. There we go. We got to make sure we got enough of these guys. Ooh, got to be careful. If you're shooting the baby ones, the mamas and the papas will come and get you too. Got to look out for that. Okay. That should be enough. Let's go into our quest log now. That one says return to the mission agent. That one says return to the mission agent. That one does. This one does. That one does. That one does. And that one does. So we completed a bunch of them. So that'll open up our inventory a little bit, or our log book, so we can get some more standing with each guild. We'll get a little bit of rewards too. Let's mine up a little bit of this dihydrogen here. So we need that for making health gels. We can buy the jellies from the space station as well, but you know, I like to have a little bit of extra because that dihydrogen, that stuff comes in handy. Let's look around, see if we find anything else. Oh, there's a red creature over there that we haven't discovered yet. Let's get over here. There's a predator. Nice. Okay, how many we got? 4 of 9. I like to look around just before we take off to make sure that there isn't any yellow icons or anything like that around that we can pick up. Not to mention scanning everything's making units. We could literally build a base here, boys and girls, if we so choose. I think which would be pretty nice. This is a pretty nice looking planet. We wouldn't be on a cold one anymore. But that's going to take a lot of materials and a lot of time. I could do that off camera. That's up to you guys. Let me know in the comments if that's what you guys are choosing, if you want me to build stuff off camera. If not, I'll do it on camera just so you guys know it takes a little bit longer to get through the series and to finish off the main quest line. Oh, there's some sodium nitrate. We got to pick this up. That's mandatory. Sodium nitrate, since we got our advanced mining laser now, we don't have to worry about that stuff. Good deal. Okay, we got that done. Let's head up into space since we discovered this planet. Uh-oh, no launch fuel. Let's go in, pick up some launch fuel here. We'll take that, recharge our launch thrusters. Bloop. And now we can take off. Jump in, jump out, make that save in case anything happens. We'll get off the planet and we'll go back to the space station. Where's the marker in the sky? There it is. All right, I'll see you guys at the space station. All right, here we are back at the space station. Now we'll turn in all these missions. We'll sell off a little bit of that stuff that we picked up. Maybe check out a ship or two and see if we got enough money to maybe upgrade our starship. We got 25 million units and we're doing pretty good on that. We got a 2,751 nanites, so we could possibly pick up some better technology as well. Some upgrade modules for our technology. We definitely don't want a shuttle, but I want to talk to this guy, because what I like to do is talk to these traders when they fly into the space station and sell off all the garbage that we have. This way it doesn't affect the economy. Let's see, we got that mordite, but we're going to keep that because I know that our agricultural specialist requires it. But look, we got Strider sausage. We got 100 of them. That's 145,000 units. That's pretty good money. Look at there, that meaty chunks from killing them little tiny creatures too. There's 22,000. All right, that's nice. We got some money out of that. Let's go into our starship. And I know we got some junk in here to sell as well. We got Gek relics. Yeah, we'll get rid of those. We don't really need those right now. There's some scaly meat. There's another 29,000. So we made quite a bit, man. That was almost 600,000 units right there and just meat and garbage. All right. That looks like just about everything there. We got some Gek nip. We can get rid of that. Phew. I don't like carrying that stuff around. It just doesn't do us any good. Offer to trade. Let's see what he's got for sale. He's got pyrite, which we already got. We got plenty of that. Quantum computers, we could pick up a couple of those. Let's pick up 5 of those. And microprocessors, we don't need any of this stuff. We got all that already, so we're pretty good on that. Let's check. I heard a ship come in. Sorry. Unstable plasma for our plasma launcher. We used one, which is okay. That's all right. So we don't need any more of that for right now. So let's get over to the mission agent and we'll talk to him and turn in some quests. Let's hand in those missions. All right, look at there. We get 3 comet droplets. Cool. And a mercenary standing. Get 145 nanites for the Explorers Guild. Cool. Starship launch fuel. We get that for the Merchants Guild. There's a defense chit in case we're getting attacked by like pirates and we can't get away. We can use that defense chit to call in the Sentinels and they will take care of the pirates for us. Cool. Look, Explorers Guild, we get some more nanites. Look at there. We got a honeyed proto cake. We can sell that, but you can eat it as well. Instability injectors. Look at there. We'll get rid of that too. Man, we made quite a haul. Now we can pick up more missions, but I don't want to pick any of those up right now. We got quite a bit of that taken care of. We got standing with a bunch of the guilds. We can keep an eye on the ships that are coming in, but I want to run upstairs here and we're going to talk to, what is this? The Merchants Guild. We got the Merchants Guild up here. So let's go see what these guys got to offer if they have anything for us to pick up. We got a new rank in the Explorers Guild. Cool. Oh, look at that. We got platinum that we can get. Guild discount of 60% for platinum. Look at that. 139,000 for 500 platinum. That's a really good deal. But we're going to throw that into our starship. We're getting that platinum. And look, we can get Warp Hyper cores from these guys. We get 1 free Warp Hyper core and 3 launch fuels for free. That's pretty nice. So the higher the standing we get, then the more stuff we can get too, which is nice. Let's go into donate. Now let's donate some more salvage data from our starship, and that'll give us a little bit more standing with the Explorers Guild, or the Merchants Guild as well. There we go. Do we have anything in our exosuit to donate? No. But if we had any of those things in our inventory, that would help us donate and get us some more standing with the Explorers. Would be nice to see a couple fighters come in here, but I don't think we're going to see that. We visited all the aliens in here, so let's go check out the Exocraft Specialist again, because I can't remember since the last time we played. There's a Minotaur engine module. We don't need any of that. Let's go over to the Starship Merchant. Ooh, look at that ship. That's a C-class for 17 million. That's 34 and 24. That's a nice looking ship, but it's a C-class. That's a heavy fighter. It's nice and blue. It's got a heck of a lot more storage, 34 and 24. That's a C-class. We have a B-class, which is 25 and 30. So ours is better than that. So we're going to pass on that. I was hoping for something good, but let's get back up to the Starship Merchant here and see what he's got. He's got launch thrusters and a cyclotron module. We don't need the cyclotron, but that launch thruster module, we should get that, and that'll help us use less launch fuel. So we'll buy that. Let's go over here to, ooh, what was that? I saw somebody that wasn't visited. Oh, I guess I was wrong. Settle down, Dale. Look, we even bought our A-class multi-tool from here. It's nice, right? Let's check the other multi-tool cabinet. Always got to check them. You never know if they're going to be randomly generated into a new one, which would be all right. Let's see what we got in here. Hopefully this guy's got something good for us. Nothing. He's got an A-class scanner module. If we go into our multi-tool, what do we got for scanners? Oh yeah, we got all the good scanners, so we're not too worried about that. What we need is pulse spitters. If we can get more pulse spitters, then we can get rid of the bolt caster, and we can fix up our tool a little bit better with better firepower with the pulse spitter. Because overall, the pulse spitter does better damage. Let's see our exosuit. So we've got one of each kind of hazard protection, plus the shield lattice that gives us an extra 20%. So we need a life support or jetpack. So let's see if they got any of those. I'm sorry, I keep looking at the starships. You never know when they're going to have one fly in, and it's going to be a good one. So you got to keep your eyes peeled. So there's radioactive protection, underwater protection, and a jetpack. That's what we want, that jetpack movement. So we're going to buy that. You can buy an extra hazard protection, so you can have 2. And you can have up to 3 of each kind, but I choose to have 1 right now. Sorry, I got a little lost in thought there. I was looking at the stats and things. So let's take this, move this down here. And this will be an adjacency bonus to this one, so this gives us a little bit better jetpacks. Now you can put the S-Class in here, but I choose not to. I'd rather put this neural stimulator in here, so that gives a bigger boost to the neural stimulator, and it gives you overall enhancement to that. Let's install our launch thruster module, so we get better launch thrusting. Let's see, what's that give us? 20% less fuel cost and 9% better boost. So that helped us out quite a bit there. All right, what else we got? We got those instability injectors, which we can go downstairs and see if we can't sell those real fast. And then we're going to get out. Oh, we need magnetic resonators. I forgot about that, boys and girls. Okay, So let's go into sell. We got the comet droplets. Those are used for trading. So we'll sell those. That's 66 grand right there. Let's see what else we got in here that we picked up from doing those missions. Look at there, that honey cake. You can eat that and that'll give you a boost to one of your, a buff, I should say, a buff to one of your stats. And then we got some instability injectors. We're going to sell all this stuff to make some money off of. But we're keeping that defense chit. That's like a lifeline to the stars in case we get into trouble. Like we don't get into trouble, right? Okay, we got all that done. Let's go talk to these pilots. I'm hoping for some magnetic resonators from one of these pilots. These guys have got to have what we're looking for. So let's keep our eyes peeled for those things. They don't have them. They have an amino chamber. So we're waiting for other ships to come in. We'll come over here. We'll jump in and jump out of our starship this way. We're set with that. Let's go, because we want that matter beam installed into our freighter. Once that's installed into our freighter, we are set. We're pretty much set for the rest of the game, boys and girls. Because that'll help us along the way so we can dump stuff into our freighter and put it into the storage boxes on there. I know I just talked to this guy, but I want to make sure we didn't miss any materials that we need. We've got plenty of paraffinium, so we're not too worried about that. Look at that, 210 platinum costs 146,000. So we got a 60% discount on that platinum we bought from the Merchants Guild. Look, we're not going to see another ship pop into here for a little while. So I'm going to hit the portal. We're going to go back to the base and go to the minor settlement there and see if they've got the components. If not, then we'll have to go somewhere else. But I'll see you back at the base, boys and girls. All right, we're back at the base. Let's hit that save button. We're going to take our teleport pad down below. Bloop. Here we go. What do we got in this thing? This is our atmosphere harvester. We don't have any fuel in it, so let's fuel this bad boy up. I'm going to do that so we can harvest some more radon from the atmosphere here. That stuff will help us later in the game. So let's run over here to the minor settlement. What was that? That's a big hole in the ground right there. Okay. Can we get this? Did we get that Atlas pass? Yes, we did. Look at there. We got some carbon out of that. Cool. So we got some free carbon. Condensed carbon at that. Check all the loot boxes. Since the game resets every 72 hours of real life time. Check the multi-tool. We've got a good one, so I'm not complaining about it. No free nanites. Let's check in here for magnetic resonators. I don't see any here. We got some quantum computers though, right? But this is the component dealer. This guy helps us with our little technologies and installation. So we're going to talk to him and see what kind of components he has. Hopefully he has magnetic resonators. He's got one. So like every time we leave the planet and come back, he'll have one. Or we have to leave the atmosphere of the planet and go somewhere else, and he'll respawn another one. Otherwise, we've got to go to 1,000 units away and come back. This is a tedious process. So we got one magnetic resonator, and we need like 5 of those bad boys. Do we have any in our freighter? We got one. And we need, how many do we need? We need 3, so we need one more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into our starship and, whoops, where did I go? I went out the wrong door. We're going to jump into our starship. We're going to fly away and come back. That's what we're going to do. But I'm going to hit the save beacon. There we go. Jump into our starship. Do we have... Yes, we do. Let's look for a trade outpost. There we go. We're going to take off. We're going to fly over to the trade outpost if it's close, and we'll come back. Hopefully it's not too far away. How far is that? 8 minutes away? Yeah, we really don't need to go that far. So we're just going to fly around a little bit, take a look around, see if we can find anything else around our local area. Do some scanning. But since we found that trade outpost and it's 8 minutes away from our base, we can always go there later. It'll leave that marker for us. See if we can find another landing pad somewhere. Because I know those magnetic resonators respawn. It just takes a few minutes. Sometimes I think it's like 10 minutes or something. Look at there. There's nothing there. Looked like a big flat spot for a building or something, but it didn't even appear. Man, hopefully we can find another building around here to land at. I know we've flown at least 1,000 units away from our base. That's the main important thing, and I believe it's 1,000 units away from your base in order for things to respawn. So we're quite a ways away. Let's go back to our base and see if it actually respawned. If it didn't, then we're kind of in trouble, and we have to go to either the space station or back to here we go. We're gonna fly up. We're gonna take a landing here. We're gonna give the agricultural specialist his I'm sorry, I get so sidetracked sometimes. There's so many things to do in this game. We need to keep on track with this this farmer. This way we can start building our circuit boards in the future. So we got enough star bramble and paraffinium. So we're going to plant that. Shkabloop. Right there. Nice. Okay, get out of that. The agricultural specialist is ready. We can always find the magnetic resonators later. The star brambles have bloomed, yes? Pass them over for examination. Here you go. He only needs 25 of those. Then only one task remains. And that is the Mordite route. That's why I wanted to keep the Mordite, boys and girls, because I knew we had to plant that plant too. I cannot pretend to be a farmer anymore. The overseer has made it clear. I must be as the others of my species are. I must trade, sell, accumulate. But I will make a final meal before I leave, traveler. The overseer requested it. A dish made from Mordite root, the death element. Go, grow this final crop. WorkGekX wishes for me to use the hydroponics tray to grow Mordite roots. The overseer asked for one last meal with me before I go. I must ready myself. Good luck, friend. All right, so we got one last plant, which is the Mordite root. And you get Mordite from shooting animals. So we got that. Since we got the gut rot flower back there, we'll plant the Mordite root here as well. Because if you take the facium from a gut rot flower and refine it in your backpack refiner or a refiner, it will make Mordite. So you can plant a Mordite root, just so you're aware of that. So here, I'll even show you. We could take the Mordite. We're going to go into our backpack. Where's the refiner? There we go. Let's come into our backpack. We'll find the Mordite. Because either one, you can go forwards and backwards. It takes 3 Mordite to make 1 facium. So we'll make a couple of those. Watch this. I'm going to do this real quick so we can get a couple of those. There we go. We got 4 facium. So we're going to put this back into our inventory. Take the facium and look at this. We plop the facium in there. It takes 3 facium to make 2 Mordite. Just so you're aware of that. The ratio changes when you do that. So let's make 2 Mordite. You lose Mordite for some reason in the process of refining it backwards and forwards. Wow. There's a thunder and lightning storm outside, and that was pretty close to the house. That kind of freaked me out. Okay. So now we got that done. We can turn this in to the agricultural specialist, and this will be the last plant we had to grow for him. You grew it, didn't you? The Mordite root is done. Here you go. Here's your 25 Mordite. Let me see it. You have mastered so much of the botanical art, my friend. To see that others understand its virtues, well, it gives me hope. It is a pity you can digest so little of your own produce. But creating life is its own reward, is it not? The farmer has no more tasks for me. They tell me that their contract is at an end and they will be returning to Gek territory. As they discuss their leaving plans, they watch the ceiling carefully. It is unclear what they are looking at. Suddenly, Work Gek Yex grabs me, telling me not to trust the overseer, that their fellow Gek may not even be a Gek at all. They seem to suggest that their food was somehow drugged. But this can't be true. I've shared meals with the overseer, and I am fine. They would never do anything to harm any of us. The overseer only wants what is best. A moment later, the farmer stops speaking. They assure me that they were just joking and beg me not to speak of this matter again. You all right? I ask Work Gek Yex if they are all right. They claim that they are, their eyes glistening in the darkness of the base. So he seems to be all right, but look, he's got an icon above his head, so we're going to talk to him again. I'm not feeling like myself, traveler. I do not think I should go. Not just yet. Yes, that's right. I will stay. The farmer appears to be refusing to leave despite a lack of continued payment or directives from the overseer. They spend their days tending my crops, no longer proposing any tasks. They claim they have nowhere else to go. Let's smile at them. Work Gek Yex smiles back, happy to be here among their plants. And that is the completion of the farmer's quest line. So you can grow all these plants now because he's given you every blueprint for every plant. Now we can continue with another quest line. Let's talk to Entity Zos, our scientist, and see what he has to offer for us. So we're going to go in. As you can see, we cleared out the agricultural specialist quest line, so it's no longer available. And we could talk to him later and he'll give us other little piddly things to do. But right now we're going to go to the scientist and see what they'll give us. You cannot hurry these things, traveler. The bond between family components must be forged correctly. Oh. So now the scientist wants us to go somewhere and complete a quest, I guess. Reconnect the scientist to the convergence. So that's what we need to do with him. But we're going to hit the save beacon. We're going to run downstairs to the miner settlement once again. So we can pick up that other magnetic resonator from the components dealer here. Hopefully he has one. I think he will. Let's see real quick. Yep, 1,000 units and it respawns. There you go. So now we've got 3 of those. We can install the antimatter beam into our freighter and that'll allow us to transport goods from our freighter back and forth. As you see, the atmosphere harvester is still working. As long as we're in our base region and we don't leave the planet, it should continue to collect radon. So we'll let that go. We'll get back up to our ship. Hit the save beacon since we got all 3 magnetic resonators now. Let's take that, put that into our starship, that into our starship. Let's go put our extra parts and pieces that we picked up into the storage box. Let's put the Mordite in there. We'll put the quantum computers in there because those are parts for later that we can use to build stuff with. All right. Let's get that done. Bring the scientist core to a monolith. So we need to go find that monolith. Let's go out here, jump into our starship, jump in, jump out, make that little save. Now let's see. That monolith can't be too far away. And once we take this core back to the monolith, whoa, is it really that close? Where is it at? The monolith is one of those things you can't scan for, so we have to find it. It should be around here within about 500 units of the marker. So if we take a look around, we should be able to see the monolith somewhere. I know it's here. There it is, right there. See? It's in about 500 units of the marker. No big deal. We'll insert the core of the scientist into the monolith. Uh-oh. Pirates are coming. Quick, jump out. Whew. The pirates are coming to get us. You saw that, right? We could have got into a dogfight with the pirates. Don't forget to collect your words while you're here at the monolith. There we go. There we go. We're learning some words. We got an achievement. So we learned 80 words, so we're a polyglot. Nice. We're almost there. Let's get this going. Zero one one zero zero one 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 zero 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 one 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 one. I approached the monolith and prepared to insert the Korvax's core within the dais. The structure looks as if it was made for such a moment. Error, error, Atlas, obey, Atlas, error, error, run, error, error. Lifeform identified, Korvax, Echo. Purpose, servant of traveler. Analyses, verisimilitude. Failure, emotional breakdown. Traveler, infection. Solution, terminate, insulate, protect, wipe. Rebooting, 1, 2, 3. And there we go, boys and girls. Give me just a second. I want to take a screenshot here of this moment at the monolith. So you guys give me just a second. I'm going to take a camera shot here. And I'll be right back with you. Hey everybody, we're back from that little screenshot. We had a power outage. The lightning struck and shut down my computer and blew out my backup power supply. So it took me a little bit. I had to reload and I lost some footage, about 10 minutes of footage here, where we went back to the base. We talked to our scientist. And our scientist wanted us to take the cube that we got and bring it to our Korvax facility, which is here. And he wanted us to charge it up. So what we did is we downloaded the Korvax mind out of the computer inside this facility. And that's what we got done. We fought off a bunch of Sentinels, had them all disabled and stuff. And that's just about everything you missed. So we got the convergence cube. So we got that restored. So we're going to take off. We're going to head back to the base. I apologize for that lost little bit of footage there. But at least we're here and we're still recording. I'm glad the lightning strike didn't take out the computer because that would have been the end of it. And you guys would have never known. So we're going to jump back into our starship. We're going to head back to our base and we're going to give that to the Korvax scientist and we'll see what he's got to say. Entity Zos. So we're not too far from the base. Kind of glad about that. I tell you what, the lightning storms around here and the thunderstorms are pretty bad. So I apologize. Did everything I can to try and save that last 15 minutes of footage. There's the monolith that we stopped at. So we got that taken care of. Went to that Korvax facility. Downloaded the hive mind into the convergence cube. And now we're going to bring it back. So let's get that done. And see what we can get done here. Hopefully there isn't too much more to go with the scientist. All right, let's get back in here. Hit that save beacon. Always hit that save beacon. That's why I'm always trying to save the game as much as possible. Okay, Entity Zos, here you go, buddy. Stranger, I fear something unusual is occurring in this facility, shielded in some way, so that signals are unable to escape. Entity Zos is once again becoming aware of their isolation. The convergence cube may be their only hope. I insert the cube. The Korvax is temporarily startled, but soon their lights begin to flash in a familiar pattern. I cannot be sure, but the plan appears to have worked. Forgive me for asking, Entity, but did I know you once? You seem familiar. These terminals, they are of my own design. One machine even called me its parent, attempted to convince me of its love. Woohoo! I deleted the bug, of course. I run a proper code base. I did not harvest some useful blueprints from its store. However. Would you care for them? Whatever relationship we had developed has gone, replaced only by this cloud of unknowing. Perhaps it was an error. Perhaps this being was the true self of the Korvax all along, and the one I knew was just a sickness, a distortion I cannot know. So we'll take them blueprints. Take care when constructing these objects, Traveler. The plans were created by an error after all. Alright, now we can make a heat capacitor and liquid explosive. We got the blueprints for that. That allows us to now make circuit boards. Perfect. So now we are completed with the scientist quest line. Just so you guys are aware of that. We still got to install the matter beam into our freighter. So we got that complete, but let's go in here. We need to make a heat capacitor, which takes frost crystal and selenium. Okay, and then we need to make a polyfiber, which takes cactus flesh and star bulb. That's why we're collecting all these plants. All these plants help us make the circuit board. And the circuit board takes one heat capacitor and one polyfiber. And let's go check our plants since they've been growing. Let's harvest all the plants that we have in here. This way we can see if we can make that, oh, come on. I can't reach the fungus back there. There it is. Come on. Where is it? All right, we got it there. This takes a lot to grab these things. It's kind of cramped up in here. So let's see what we got. We got 50 frost crystals. We need more than that. So let's see if we can make a polyfiber or a heat capacitor. We can't make either one. We still need star bulb. We don't have enough. So let's go check our storage box and see if we got enough materials in there to make a circuit board. Let's take our frost crystal, throw that into our inventory. Selenium, cactus flesh. We're going to take all this stuff and see if we got enough. We need star bulbs and we don't have any star bulb. What is going on? So that's the plant we need to gather up. And we don't, do we have any planted? Yes, we had some planted. Where'd it go? Is it in our starship? Yeah, it's in our starship. Go figure, right? That goes into our exosuit. So we still don't have enough star bulb. We need to look at our discoveries for planets in this solar system. There's a bountiful planet right there. So we need to fly to that planet and get ourselves some more star bulb. So we need to head over there and we'll take care of that. This way we can get that stuff together and we'll talk to the overseer. We'll hit that save beacon. Let's go check out our terminus, see what bases we got. We only got these 2 bases. So let's head to the space station and we'll head over to the paraffinium or star bulb. Here we go. All right, since we got all them plants, we'll just take off from here. We'll keep all that stuff in our inventory. Not to mention, we've got a bunch of stuff in our starship as well. So we're going to have to start making a little bit of room here, but we need to jump in, jump out, make our little save, and we'll head to that planet. Once we get to that planet, we'll get our star bulb harvested up. Hopefully it's this one right here. If I do remember, yes it is. I'll see you guys there. All right, here we are. We're going to land at this little manufacturing facility. We're going to get out And we're going to hunt down some star bulbs. So we need to look around. There's some star bramble. That's 300 units away. Let's see if there's any closer. We got some around here. There's some 350 units away. Pulpy roots. I don't see any closer. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to summon our exocraft. Since we don't have the exocraft built on this planet, what we need to do is build our summoning station. We'll drop that down. Oh, we need 80 uranium? Are you serious? And we took the uranium out of our inventory. Oh, boys and girls, this is an epic fail by Cobalt Dale. All right, we're going to strut over there by foot. Hopefully this don't take too long and we get enough star bramble. What is this? Oh, are you serious? Look at this. This is a fungal mold base. Oh my goodness. This is it. This is our nanite base right here, boys and girls. Oh, this is perfect. See, it pays to fly around and look. We're definitely putting a base here. We're going to make some nanites now. Okay. So this is going to take a couple minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to farm up a little bit of material. Let's see. We got all kinds of stuff around here. So there's quite a few sentinels around here, quite a few large animals as well. So we're going to drop down a base computer right here. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to set the base computer here. We're going to color this green just so we know that this is a fungal mold base. We'll plop that down and we will claim this area. This is now our new base. We got fungal mold right here. And we still got to go get that star bramble too. So we need to get enough star bulb. But this fungal mold base right here, this right here is heaven sent. This will give us our nanites that we desperately need. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the timber walls and we're going to start dropping these down around the fungal mold balls. And we're going to make ourselves a little bit of a base here. Uh-oh, we are out of carbon. Oh, man, this is a struggle, boys and girls, trying to get all these materials together. Do we have carbon with us at all? No, we don't. We have it all in our freighter. Oh, all our materials have been left behind. We need to gather up as much carbon out of the plants as we can around here. Okay, so give me a couple minutes and I'll be right back with you. Okay, we're back. I got enough carbon built up for us so we can finish building this base. Hopefully we got enough carbon to drop some walls down here. This is kind of a tough situation because we need all this carbon to build the base, but yet these nanites are more important than anything we got going on. Oh, look at there. And we got these striders running around in here too. Them guys are no help at all. Okay, let's start building the walls in around it. I don't know if this planet has storms on it, so we're going to have to build walls all the way around. Here we go. Go back into fly mode. All right, let's get this thing built all the way around. We can only build 15 more pieces before we run out of materials again, and I have to get some more carbon. Okay, so we got that built. Let's go back, edit. We'll get rid of that. Or should we do it on this side so we can put a landing pad in? Yeah, we're going to do it on this side. We'll put it right there. We're going to put our door right there, boys and girls. So we're going to open that up. We'll do that one. There we go. We got ourselves a door. Let's go back in here. We'll open it up and get our wall back in. Now we can put in some floors for our little mold base. There we go. Got that in there. This should be enough. Hopefully we can set this up right. If I got the right pieces and parts. We need to put walls down below. There we go. Keep that stuff from rolling down the hill and we can shoot it like fish in a barrel. Hopefully the base is big enough and we can keep doing this. So now let's build a portal. We need 4 metal plating and 2 carbon nanotubes. Believe it? All right. So let's make... we got so much stuff in our inventory. I should have known better. There's our metal plating. Let's see. Can we call our starship over here? Hope so. Let's see if we can call in our starship. There it is. Nope. Cannot land there. There it is. Cool. Now we got our materials so we can build ourselves that portal. Because that's what I want to do. We need 1 more carbon nanotube. That goes in our starship there. So we'll build a couple more carbon. Oh, we don't even have enough carbon. We took all our carbon to build this base. Hopefully we got enough to build at least a portal and some power to power it. There we go. We got our portal in. We need a battery for power so we can supply it. We'll stick this back here. I like to build them up underneath where the portal is. This way, yeah, as a matter of fact, let's do that. We're going to go into edit pieces. We're going to take this piece out. We're going to take this battery. We're going to stick the battery right there. Can we build ourselves? No, we can't. We don't have enough for that. So we're going to build a biofuel reactor until we come back and get some more power for this bad boy. Because I want to hurry up and get this done, because this is pretty much the end of the episode. We got kind of lucky. I was trying to get the star bramble put together so we can build our circuit board for the overseer so we can carry on with our quest line. Okay, we don't even have enough carbon to power it. Now I gotta get some more carbon. Hold on, you guys. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I got enough carbon so we can power this bad boy and get it going. So let's get that powered up. Now that we got that going, let's get over here. We're gonna build ourselves that wall back in here to stop everything from popping through. We need to put a roof on here as well. So what I want to do is I want to drop just a roof above where we're at. This way we're covered. Hopefully that's enough. Oops, come on. There we go. Hopefully that's enough to keep us set. Now let's build ourselves a save beacon. We definitely need a save beacon in here. So we'll drop that down. We're going to color this green too. This way we know it's a mold base. There we go. We got that. We got our portal running. We got our power to it. And our portal is good for 2 days. Let's shoot some more carbon in here since we built up a little bit more. We used a little bit of carbon. Shoot all the things inside this area. But now watch. We'll shoot all these little fungal mold balls. We can jump down in here. And they all roll down into a little hole down here. So we can shoot all these. And the more we get of these, oh, that's right. Okay, let's put some of this stuff in our starship. We got to get this out of our inventory. This is important stuff here, boys and girls. Curious deposits. As long as you have an advanced mining laser, you can mine these things. If you don't, then you'll never be able to get the nanites from them. And we're going to need a refiner, which we have a backpack refiner. So we're really lucky at this point. We found ourselves a good-sized curious deposit. Uh-oh, see that? Our inventory's already full. Oh, no. Let's put that into... Oh, man. Our starship is full as well. What is going on here? Okay. So the rusted metal, we got some in both areas. So we're going to get rid of the rusted metal in our exosuit and put that in our starship and see if that filled it up. Yeah, that gives us enough room. Good. Whew, I didn't want to lose any more nanites, because if your inventory's full and you're mining those and it tells you there's no more room in your inventory, you're stuck. Okay, since we got that, let's do a save. Now, since we got our backpack refiner, is there anything in it? No. Let's fuel that. We'll fuel that up, and now we can go into our backpack and take this runaway mold, 500 of them, because we're playing in survival mode. Otherwise, you could be able to put 10,000 in your backpack refiner. Look at that, 1 minute and 15 seconds to get you 50 nanites. So we get 50 nanites per 250. So we can't even put 500 in there. What a drag. So we got, here's 100, 200, 300, 400. Yeah, we got almost 800 nanites from this deposit. That's perfect. So let's save that. Let's jump out of here. Since that's now doing that, let's run over to the star bramble deposit. Since we have some in our inventory, that'll be good. Let's run over here and we'll grab this star bramble while we're refining that stuff. Oh, look at this. Are you serious? Just one plant. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's only what? 10 star bulb. Oh my goodness gracious, boys and girls. That's not good. I know there's some more star bramble somewhere around here. Don't forget to scan stuff. But since we got a base here on this planet now that gives us nanites, we're set for the rest of the game, because we can always come back and get more nanites later. If we find another one of those bases, we can build 2, and then all we do is teleport back and forth between the 2 of them, which is pretty cool. But as fate would have it, we've only got 1, so that's what we're dealing with. Okay, our backpack refiner is done. So we take those 50 nanites out, throw that in. Oops, we got to make some room. So let's get some more. Take the rest of those, put that in there. And we can start that and fill it up to 100. So we're good with that. So we'll get that going. We can take this and throw this into our inventory. So that makes room. We got to have at least 1 free slot to slam them nanites in there. Once those nanites are in there, we're set. All right. There we go. We'll get these. As soon as we can get a circuit board done, I'll tell you what, we'll be moving along quite quickly. Okay. Those are done. Let's take some more and throw those in there. All right. We're almost back to our base. Oh, our backpack refiner is done again. So let's get some more fungal mold and throw that up in there. Our nanites are slowly going up. There we go. Let's keep going. We definitely need to get more carbon, which we have on our freighter in storage. Oh, look at that. Look at, we even got extra roof pieces. Go figure, right? All right, let's jump into our ship, jump out, jump back in, and we're taking off. Okay, let's see. Let's head in a southerly direction. We use the compass at the top, and we'll fly along, and hopefully we could see a big patch of star bramble somewhere around here. Because this continent's got to have some on it, since there's a lot of islands and things like that on this planet. I don't see any star bramble, really. This is disappointing. Oh, look at there. There's even a crashed freighter. Are you serial? Oh. What is that? Damaged machinery. There's got to be some star bramble around here, right? We need that star bulb. I don't see any. Give me a couple minutes and I'll be right back again. All right, here we are. That only took a couple seconds. As soon as I paused it, there popped up a little patch. So we're going to land. Hopefully it don't land on it. Please don't land on it. Whew. This way we can collect this really fast. There we go. Let's get this. Hopefully we can get a couple hundred. We need a couple hundred. That's a lot. And they're only giving us 10 and 15 at a time per plant. This is why you need a big operation to grow these things. Oh my goodness gracious me. Let's see. Do we see any other star bulb in the area? I don't see anything. Impulse beans. Lots of food around the area, but nothing to seriously write home about. That's a shame. How many do we have now? We have 168. We need one more patch. There's some oxygen right there. We can scan that. This is taking a little bit longer than I expected, boys and girls. I apologize for that. Let's get this thing on the road. Uh-oh, we're going to need some more launch fuel. This is ridiculous. Oh, there's another patch right there. Hopefully that's enough to push us over the top, because we desperately need this star bulb. It's only a couple plants. Look at there. There's some. There's a good patch of oxygen. How much? We don't have enough room in our ship. We need to use the launch fuel before we jump out of our ship. So let's do that. Fix our launch fuel. Our warp drive could be recharged. We got a little bit of magnetized ferrite, so we're looking to get rid of some stuff. Is what we're trying to do. We've got all this fungal mold in our backpack too. So let's take this. We'll throw that up in there. Take that, throw that into our inventory. The refiner is out of fuel, so we got to refuel that. There we go. Get that going. We're trying to make room here. This is a struggle. All right. Got that. Got that. There's one more over here. Or two more. What do we got? Yeah, there's one there. And one there. Is that enough to make a polyfiber? We got 200. Let's see now. Can we make the polyfiber? Yes. So we got 100 cactus flesh and 200 star bulbs. So now we made the polyfiber. There we go. We'll get rid of that star bulb. That ain't going to do us any good. Now we need to make a heat capacitor. See that? So we got 100 frost crystal and 200 selenium. So now we've got the components to make our circuit board, boys and girls. There we go. One heat capacitor and one polyfiber. And we need to go back to our base now. Whichever one we want to. We can get more nanites if we fly back to the one base. Let's see how much space we got in here. How much oxygen do we have in our inventory? Oh, that's our starship. Duh. We got 500 oxygen there. Let's get a little bit more of this oxygen. We can always use this again later. This is a big patch of oxygen and I don't want to pass it up. Anytime you run across a big huge patch like this, try to get as much as possible. You can save it for later. Stick it in your storage box. Since we got storage boxes, that'll give us plenty of ample space. We just need to get back to our main base and put all this stuff away now. There we go. Let's do a health healing gel so we can charge that back up. Okay, let's go in here, put some more fungal mold into the refiner. Got to keep this going. So we're making nanites, boys and girls. We're making quite a few. So as you can see, we're up to 2,000 nanites already, and we still got 1, 2, 3 stacks. So that's pretty good. Let's get into our ship. Since we got all that oxygen, jump in, jump out. And let's fly back to our base over here. Since we're so close to it, that's perfect. Now, wow, there's a lot of buildings around here. I didn't even realize we're that close to all these buildings. But we're going to land right here in the grass. No big deal. We're going to use the portal to go back to our main base. go in here real fast. And we're going to call this base. We're going to name this Fungal 1. Fungal 1. This way, if we ever find another fungal base, then we know which one to go to, which one's where. So there we go. We can upload that base, and now other people are able to see it. And since we've been flying around, look at that, boys and girls, it comes back. So we got a little bit of room in our inventory still. Let's take some more fungal mold, throw that into our refiner, and we'll keep that going. Throw that in our inventory, start that up. There we go. We still got 2 spots left, so we can mine just a couple more. Wow, that was pretty much it. Oh no, that didn't fill it up. Good. We don't want to get too many. So we'll mine a little bit of this. We'll head back to our base and give our overseer the circuit board. Okay, that's plenty right now for our base, or our fungal mold. Our inventory is full. Now we can go back to our main base through the teleporter and take care of that. So I'll see you guys there. All right, we are back at our main base. So while I'm here, I want to show you guys this. We got 2 medium refiners here at the base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fungal mold out of our backpack. We're going to start throwing it in these refiners so we can fill that bad boy up. So we'll get these. This is free fuel, so we're not using our carbon. That's why I always want to get the medium refiners. So the more medium refiners you can get, you can only put 3 in one area, so you got to build them a little bit farther away from each other. But there we go. We'll start that. Get those going. Our backpack is stopped, so we're processing a lot. Now let's go to the overseer. Let's do our log. We got to install the matter beam. We got one more magnetic resonator to get, which we'll get from the miter settlement here in a minute. So let's talk to the captain. I trust our scientist was able to meet your needs, friend. They have the circuits we demand. As I approached the overseer, I was almost certain I heard them talking to themselves, spitting out words and phrases in a tongue I recognize but do not understand. But seconds later, there is no trace of the venom I thought I heard. I must be mistaken. Captain Tunit asked me for the circuit boards. Here you go. The overseer is strange, but no more so than any other beings I have encountered. Indeed, they have been more helpful than most. I hand over the circuits and receive my reward. Now we can build a galactic trade terminal in our base. As long as we can get some microprocessors, we got the magnetized ferrite. Perfect. Ah, friend, you will be so happy with Captain Tunit. I have drawn up plans for some starship technology, but I cannot yet sync my design with your ship. I shall need a gravitino ball to perfect my device. The overseer predicted I would be pleased, and once again, they are correct. They have been ceaseless in their efforts to improve my lot. A gravitino ball is required to finish their potential starship technology. The farmer may be able to help acquire one. You will not regret it, friend. It is good we work so well together. And there we go. We got a gravitino ball somewhere, in our starship. Since we planted those gravitino balls, that's what we need them for. See, there's one back there. So all these plants are growing. It's a good thing we saved one. But for now, boys and girls, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call the episode here. We're going to hit that save beacon. I'm going to finish refining the nanites, all the fungal mold off camera. This way you guys don't have to sit here and watch me do this for like a half hour to an hour. This takes a little bit of time, so I want to hurry up and get these done. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys enjoyed that episode, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time watching the video. I've got more videos in my library. Just check out my channel. I'll throw the description in to the first episode of this series. This way you guys can follow along and catch up. if this is the first video you've seen. All right, but until then, I'm going to keep that going. We'll jump into our ship, jump out, and we'll see you in the next episode. But until then, you guys stay safe, stay sexy, and peace out.